All right, so listen up here. Do you think that email is dead? Is email marketing dead? Well, if you think it is, I'm going to share with you a reality check in the next couple of minutes. So email obviously is, emails you send to your followers. That's what I'm talking about here. It's been around for a very long time, and the way it was back in 2006 when I started is a little bit different than it is now. We all know that deliverability and inboxing is more of an issue now than it was even 5 years ago. So it's led many businesses, especially practitioners who have a list, to not really utilize that because they don't see the value in it that much. But I can tell you, and I'm going to share a really unfortunate story that's happened to us this week, and we're actually still in the middle of it. So I'm kind of like doing a bit of a faux pas by sharing what's happening like in the middle of it as opposed to on the other side of it. So we typically send out 4 to 5 emails a week, 4 to 5, not 45, 4 to 5 emails a week to our list. And for, like obviously we get response and stuff from that happens, right? So people opt into our list, they watch a webinar, they download something, and then they're getting follow-up sequences, right? Through autoresponders, but also like newsletter type of emails that we send out. And for whatever reason, we decided to change one little setting in, I'm not even going into technical details because I don't even understand it, but we did one little thing and it completely messed up all of our emails. So if you're on our list and you haven't gotten any emails from us this week, that's why. Every single one of our emails has been sent to spam. So like our email open rates are like less than 1% right now, which means that like 10, 20 people open the emails. It's ridiculous. And it's very interesting to see what happens when your emails are not being sent properly, because you expect a certain level of visits to a page or calls booked, appointments booked, etc. And instead of it being up here, all of a sudden, it wasn't just like down here, it was like below the floor, like it was gone, like from here to 0. And here's the reminder when it comes to email, is that email is definitely not dead. Because when you experience how dead email is, then you'll experience how email can be dead. So the only time email marketing is dead is when you don't use it. So I might as well have not sent any emails this week and it would have been the same outcome, right? No one saw the emails, might as well send no emails at all. And the reality is that, yes, there's a difference between effective emails and less effective emails. Like when I started online back in 2006, I was sending out emails with subject line, April newsletter. Don't do that stuff. It doesn't work. No one opens those types of emails. You see, like when it comes to email marketing, you have to understand the nuances and the psychology that number one is obviously going to add value to people. So it can't just be like promotion all the time, right? But you have to get people to open the email. And to open the email, you have to have a subject line that is very compelling. And sometimes the most important, the most powerful subject line is one word. Or sometimes it might be a little bit more curiosity to get them to open the email and then obviously read, what's inside. So there's a lot of really important nuances to think about. And that's the difference with email marketing, is like you can send emails and then you can send emails that work, right? How long those emails are or how short they are. What is the offer in the email if you're making an offer? What's the subject line? Do you use images or keep it text only? There's a lot of little nuances that can impact the performance of your emails. But regardless of that, I will tell you that email marketing is not dead. It is a very, very important tool in our toolkit. It's something that we give all of our clients when we first start working with them, because it's also the fastest way to get new patients or new clients. Because if you have a list of people, so if you've got a couple hundred people on your list and you know how to communicate with them in a way that doesn't feel corporate, in a way that doesn't feel templatized or whatever, you see, like email was initially designed years ago for friend-to-friend communication. And then the whole online world took off, and then it turned into like these very canned newsletter type of things, and that personalized touch was lost. And so now, I think the last thing any of us want is more emails. So we have like all these emails in our inbox, and we're just like delete, 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 delete. So what used to be like, oh my God, someone sent me an email. Now it's like, oh my God, unsubscribe, 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 right? And that's just the way it goes. unless those emails are obviously valuable, etc. So times have definitely changed compared to where they used to be, but I'll tell you, like, either way, like, if you're not sending frequent communication to your list, you're missing out in a big, big way. Even if you have the worst subject lines, the worst email copy, it doesn't matter. The very fact that you're not sending it in the first place, that's the biggest mistake, right? So the only time email marketing is dead is, number one, if you don't use it. So you don't send emails. Number two is obviously if your emails suck, right? So if the email subject lines or the email copy are not compelling, it's not going to make a lot of sense. But even still, it's going to be better than if you didn't send them at all. And again, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because this week we've seen the difference, right? When every single one of your emails goes to spam, it's pretty much like you're not sending any emails at all. And you can very quickly see the impact that has in your business, right? If you have a good funnel and you have follow-up sequences in place and all of a sudden those go nowhere, you'll see the drop-off, right? So if you're wondering, like, does email work? It does. And you'll notice that it does when it stops, right? It's like you don't know how good you have it until it's gone type of thing, right? So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because that's something that we're currently experiencing. Anyways, we'll get it resolved, but it's a real pain in the ass. And I just thought I'd share this lesson with you because email is definitely not dead. It's alive and well. It's not the same as it used to be, but it is still very, very, very important in your business. In fact, one of the first things, as I mentioned, we give our clients is something called the stimulus package, which is a whole series of email campaigns to help them get clients or patients from their existing audience, like within 24 to 48 hours. And a lot of our clients have used this within a couple days of working with us, and they've generated thousands of dollars in revenue just based on having a couple hundred people on their list or a few thousand people on their list. And I'm not saying you're going to get those types of results. You might have more, you might have less, I don't know. But it's the single easiest thing, the lowest hanging fruit to shake from the tree is to look at your email list and have a sequence of campaigns that's going to add value to them and then move them to the next step with you. So anyways, that's the deal. If you'd like some help with that, it's one of the things that we do very, very, very well. And if you're interested in having our insights to help you in your business in terms of what that might look like for getting your virtual practice going or your brick and mortar practice, whatever it is you're focused on, we can certainly help in either of those scenarios, assuming you're the practice owner, you've been established, or you've been around for a while, and you're generating revenue. Obviously with COVID, obviously things are a little bit different, but which is why you just need better strategies, right? And this is what we do with our clients every single day. So if you'd like some help with your biz, if you're watching this online, just drop me a DM and let's have a chat about your situation, and we can see if there might be a good fit for us to help you, just not even with the emails, but obviously beyond that in terms of helping you attract more clients and patients and doing so in a much more predictable and profitable way. So that's all from me today. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.